Now, before I start this review, a word to the critics. Please feel free to disagree and post your thoughts in the comments. To dismiss Gunn's chaotic storytelling as a flaw is to misunderstand his fundamental thesis that heroism exists in messy human imperfection. The very narrative clutter you critique reflects Superman's central struggle, an alien god desperately trying to navigate our disordered world. I see there are jarring tonal shifts between humor and despair, but I see them as deliberate reflections of how hope persists amidst absurdity. What you call simplicity's virtue, others might call creative timidity. In an era where superhero films either descend into grimdark nihilism or retreat to safe nostalgia, Gunn's messy ambition is revolutionary. The film's greatest strength lies precisely in what you call its weakness. Its refusal to offer easy answers or clean resolutions, much like the world our actual heroes must navigate today. It's like when people first saw Picasso's cubist paintings and said, "This looks messy and wrong," but the truth is, Picasso could have painted simple, realistic portraits that everyone would have accepted, but he chose to take a risk instead. James Gunn is doing the same thing with Superman. He's trying something new, and some people are criticizing him for not playing it safe. Now that we're done with that, let's start the review. The film skips the origin story, plunging into Superman's career mid-stride, fresh from preventing a war in Eastern Europe. But he lost against Ultraman. Lex Luthor orchestrates this battle as a diversion to raid the Fortress of Solitude, where he unearths a damning message from Jor-El. Superman was sent to conquer Earth, not protect it. Now, I can understand that this would piss off some comic fans, but let's move on. So, Lex Luthor leaks this information, and this revelation forces Superman to surrender to the U.S. government, only to be handed to Luthor and imprisoned in a pocket universe, complete with cyber monkeys manufacturing anti-Superman propaganda. Another interesting choice. With Superman sidelined, Lois Lane and the Justice Gang, and by Justice Gang I mean only Mr. Terrific and Lois, goes out to clear Superman's name and stop Luthor's planet-threatening scheme. The cast was perfectly assembled, flawlessly executed, so let's start with David Corenswet as Superman. He is nothing short of destiny fulfilled. He embodies the Man of Steel's kindness, strength, and unwavering hope with such sincerity that you forget you're watching an act. Corenswet makes you believe in Superman again. And then we have Rachel Brosnahan's Lois Lane. She is refreshing, sharp, fearless, and magnetic. She doesn't just stand beside Superman, she challenges him, matching his heroism with her relentless pursuit of truth. If you've seen the 1978 Superman, you'll probably get some Margaret Kidder vibes. The two have enjoyable chemistry as Lois and Clark, the two newspaper reporters whose romance is new and sometimes on the rocks. Nicholas Hoult's Lex Luthor is awesome. Starts as a charismatic leader, praising his team. You see them giving shoulder massages as he guides Ultraman to beat Superman, sharing credit. But when Superman foils his plans, the mask slips. By the end, he's cold, cruel, and transactional, berating his scientists, sacrificing allies, and a whole of Metropolis and the world. So his arc is simple. He's Lex Luthor, a guy with a god complex in reverse. The more he loses, the smaller he becomes. And I gotta say, Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner was awesome, but I think he deserved more screen time. But I guess the script did not allow it. That was just unfortunate, to be honest. Now, we also had Hawkgirl, played by Isabella Merced, and then Mr. Terrific. While Mr. Terrific had some screen time and he did a good job, Hawkgirl, not so much. Anyways, I believe James Gunn has done it again. Assembled a team so perfect it feels like the comics leaped off the page, except for the part where, the Jor-El twist, where he says, conquer the planet. Yes. Those were Wiltramite values. I think he got this from the Invincible series. But well done in any case. I liked the twist. But comic fans, not so much. Ultimately, James Gunn understood what makes Superman Superman, because Superman isn't just his strength. It's how deeply he values life. Not just human life, but all of it. In the middle of a city leveling battle, he'll pause to scoop up a terrified squirrel before a building collapses on it. That's the essence of who he is. Power tempered with boundless compassion. But what truly moves me are his moments with Martha and Jonathan Kent, parents who chose him, their quiet pride, their support. It's everything. As someone who had never experienced the love and care of parents, that connection hits hard. Now, Superman isn't just a hero because of what he can do. He's a hero because of the love that shaped him. The Kents didn't raise a god. They raised a good man, the farmer's son from Kansas, who chose kindness over power, the alien who embraced humanity's flaws, our fear, our doubt, our aching vulnerability, and called it beautiful. And ultimately, the God who kneels in the dirt to lift a child from the rubble, not because he must, but because he believes. The film didn't just entertain me, it restored my faith in tomorrow, evoking that same soaring optimism I felt after watching Star Trek The Next Generation's most hopeful visions of the future. The movie asks a question, and it asked the same question to me. Might be different for you or for someone else, but for me, the movie asked me, when the world feels too heavy, will you let it crush you, or will you stand and fight to rise after every fall? Anyways, this was a review made by the Morbidly Obese Duck, and I'm just gonna waddle away now. Quack.